I'm Josh Rine, licensed professional counselor, and this is what happens after you react. Control the mental loop and stop overthinking. Well, you've made it through the series. This is episode 15. And if you've been following this all the way through, you're already starting to think differently. But thinking differently is not our final goal, right? We're looking for a core shift. The goal is not to understand these concepts just once. The goal is to live these concepts consistently. Because most people do this. They learn something, they apply it for a few days, and then they return to where they were before they learned it. Not because the system didn't work or because they didn't want it to work, because it wasn't built into the system. Control that depends on effort does not last. Control that is built into a system becomes automatic. You don't rise to your intentions. You follow your systems. So let's walk this out. Over the last 15 episodes, you've learned the loop is always running. It replays, it amplifies, and it trains your next reaction. You learned how to interrupt it, how to replace it, and how to question it. You learned how to stay consistent under pressure, how to recover when you lose control, and how patterns repeat. Now we put it all together. Here's the 4-part core framework. This is what makes it stick. Part 1, awareness. Notice the loop. Say to yourself, this is the loop. Without awareness, nothing changes. Part 2, interruption. You stop the automatic process. You pause, you slow down, and this creates space. Part 3, you guide your thinking. What happened? What did I do? What will I adjust? You don't let your thinking just run away. You look at your thoughts from the outside, not through your thoughts. This allows you to begin to guide your thinking. In part 4, you do it again and again until it becomes automatic. This is where people either build change or lose it, because repetition determines everything. That folds into consistency. The first time you do this, it'll feel slow. The second time, it'll feel more intentional. The 9th time, it feels familiar. The 15th, 16th, 17th, 20th time, it begins to feel automatic. And that's the goal. At some point, you stop thinking, I'm trying to control my reactions. And you start thinking, this is just how I respond. That's when you know it's stuck. What breaks the system? Let's be clear. This doesn't break because it doesn't work. It breaks when you stop practicing, when you defer back to your previous autopilot or patterns, or you have the very unrealistic expectation of perfection. Even if perfection was attainable, it's never sustainable. We're humans. Not doing something or not practicing something because you can't achieve perfection is the quickest way to stay stuck in a habit or behavior that you don't want. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. Success in this example is not, I never react. Success looks like, I catch it faster, I adjust quicker, and I recover better. Progress is not measured by perfection. It's measured by recovery speed and awareness. So let's bring this together. You feel something rise. Awareness tells you this is the loop. Interruption allows you to pause and slow it down. Structure allows you to look at what you're thinking or the situation instead of emotionally through it. So it sounds like, what happened? What will I do differently? Repetition, you continue to do it again. And that's the system. It works if this is something that you no longer just use sometimes, but something you actually live. If you want people to identify you differently, if you want to identify you differently, expect some difficulty in this and know that through continued use of the patterns, you will begin to develop these skills in a way that it has positive outcomes in your life. If you want to take this further and actually begin to build this into your daily life, go to pauseandrespond.com. That's where you'll find the book and workbooks designed to help you apply the system consistently. I've said it before and I'll say it again. You can't be upset about the results you didn't get from the work you didn't do. Because this isn't about one moment. It's about building a way of operating in your life that brings you the results that you want. This is episode 15 of what happens after you react. Control the mental loop and stop overthinking. This is the completion of the series. If you've been here from the beginning, you now have the system. Now it's about using it. Make sure you stick around as we move into the next series. If you'd like to suggest or want some topics, go to the Pause and Respond website. You can send me an email through that website. I'd love to hear the feedback and any ideas you may have about what our next series should be. Less reaction, more choice.